Hi, vlog fans. Well, you said you wanted to see more of the office here. That is the view from the window. Kind of washed out in the lighting there, isn't it? But you can see there are trees. That is Bascom Mall. It's a lovely view, but I don't want to be out there actually. It's really hot today. Today and yesterday, hottest days of the year. See? More of my office. There I am in my office. And you can see how things look over here. Lots of junk. Lots of yellow. I'll bet your office isn't that yellow, right? Your office isn't that yellow, is it? Anyway, it should get a little better weather-wise later this evening. I think we're going to have a big storm, and I'm just finishing up some odds and ends this week around the office, talking to you folks, blogging a little, but also getting some things ready for fall and some loose ends tied up this summer and getting ready to get in my car and drive out into the western landscape. I have a post about that this morning. I spent part of the weekend staring at maps and trying to figure out, how to take the scenic route. I like those Rand McNally maps with the green dotted lines for the scenic routes, and you try to figure out the scenic routes, and I, wanted to place my stops along the way instead of just getting into the car and driving like crazy, which I have a tendency to do. This way I've got my destinations pre-planned, and one of the reasons I wanted to do that was not just so I wouldn't get the driving bug and drive all the way to Wendover, Nevada in one day, which I once did when I forgot to stop when I made it all the way to Salt Lake City and thought I could go just a little further, not realizing there was a giant salt desert out there. That was a crazy day. That was the worst driving bug I ever got, and then I took it too far, not understanding what I was dealing with. But so this time I'm placing my little stops along the landscape by making some reservations in advance, and one of my motivations to do that, other than to want to prevent myself from having driving madness, which I am actually quite susceptible to, is that I had to be sure to have the high-speed internet when I'm out there, because I don't want to get stuck going to some motel and then there's no internet. That's just, I just can't, I don't want to leave home without the internet. So, I want to be able to blog, to vlog. I'll take my little camera. I'll have my other cameras. It's not fun leaving home if you can't stay online while you're out there, even though you're stranded out there in the car in the middle of nowhere. Through a lot of it. You ever take the loneliest road in America, Route 50, out in the middle of Nevada? I have. It's really cool.